Hi HR, this is Victoria Jones. I'm filming my test out video for the teacher training program. I have two clients here. Both have right rotator cuff pain, injury, soreness, so we will be compensating for that. This is a level 1, level 1.5 in between there. Hope you enjoy. All right, ladies, so we're gonna bring our arches on, hip distance apart, parallel feet, toes are facing the center of the room. Take a big inhale, feel your lungs fill up laterally with air. Exhale, feel your abs contract to push all the air out. On your next inhale, you're gonna press the carriage away. As you exhale, you're gonna come back in, fully bending the knees, almost touching the stopper. Perfect, keep moving at your own pace. So think about your feet here. You want even weight through your arches. Keep a flex foot like you're standing on the floor. Knees are tracking with the toes, so if your feet are apart, your knees should be slightly apart as well. We want a heavy tailbone, small space in that low back. Knitted ribs, so press your upper mid back down just a bit if you don't feel like your ribs are working to contract. And a relaxed upper body. Perfect. Even pace, 1, 2, 3 to push away. Even pace, 1, 2, 3 to come back in. Working breath with movement here, finding that mind-body connection. Let's hold out halfway on this next one. Find that sweet spot where it burns just a bit. Just holding, static hold here. Press weight into that tailbone, small pulses. 2 inches up, 2 inches down. Slow and controlled, no bouncing. We've got 3, 2, full extension for your last 3. Go ahead and come on in. Bring the toes on the foot bar. Keep that same parallel position. Perfect. Let's put our high heels on. And inhale, press away. Exhale, keep those ankles steady. Come back in. Perfect. So we're working on some ankle stabilization. We want to hold those ankles still through the movement. Still feeling knitted through the ribs, so press down to your upper back. There you go. Arms are relaxed by the side. If you feel like your shoulders are creeping up, push a little bit more weight into that tailbone and reach your fingertips long. Beautiful. Knees should feel like they're tracking right up to that ceiling. Bit of a stretch across the quad. I like to say bit of as much as I can. Let's hold halfway on this next one. Find that sweet spot. Just holding, static hold here, ladies. High heels are still on. Lift and lower just the heels. So the carriage will not move. Just the heels are lifting and lowering. So bend your knees. Bend your knees. Perfect. Just lift and lower here. So push through the toes and lower. Like that. Try not to move the carriage. There you go. We've got 3, 2, full extension for last 3. Bend the knees and come back in, last 2. And come all the way back in. We're gonna bring our heels on now, our Pilates V. So tiny external rotation from the hips, toes will come out. Perfect. Inhale, press away. We're a long, full extension. Exhale, resist those springs as you come back in. All the same principles apply. Flexed foot, heavy tailbone. Feel those abs contract as you exhale. Knitted ribs, long neck, relaxed upper body. Perfect. Gliding up and down, fluid movement. If anybody needs changes in their springs, please let me know. No shame. We're holding halfway out, knees will come out slightly wide. Holding here, tiny movements up and down. 2 inches up, 2 inches down, slow and controlled. Pull your abs up and in, melt down into the spine. Hold here, pull your knees in like you're trying to kiss them. Perfect, working those abductors, the outer thigh. We've got 3, breathe through it. 2, full extension, press all the way out for last 3. Bit of a burn. Yeah, I worked in a bit of again. Come on in. Bring those heels out wide, so keep that external rotation. Heels will come out all the way wide. Perfect. And make sure the volume's on. That would be bad. All right, we're gonna go ahead and inhale, press all the way out. Keep those feet and knees pressed away. I'm sorry, slightly rotated, and then exhale, come all the way in. Really sit down like you're working through a squat here. Perfect. The mind is connected to the body. Think about all of our basic footwork principles. Think about your feet, your knees, your tailbone's heavy. Pull those abs in, knitted ribs, long reach through those fingertips. Relaxed upper body. We've got 4 more. Fully extend, working through all 4 quad muscles up the top of the leg. Turn the glutes on is when you get to the top. We've got 2. Holding halfway when you come in here, just hold. Swiveling on the heels, bring the knees together, knock lead, swivel back out. Perfect. So bringing the knees in together and away, together and away. Swiveling on those heels, working the abductors. We're here for 3, 2, last one, full extension with external rotation. Beautiful. That was painful. Oh, man. Last 2. And last one, come all the way in. Let's have one leg on like you've got a big stump leg here. Toes on the bar. High heels on. You're going to inhale, press away. Drop the heels underneath and feel a fabulous Achilles tendon stretch. All the way up the back of the leg. Perfect. When you're ready, take an inhale. On your exhale, you're going to lift through your toes for a calf raise. Inhale, drop the heels. Exhale, lift. Inhale, drop. Let's speed it up just a bit. Sink heavy through that tailbone. Don't let any arching in the back. And let's bend one knee. Opposite heel drops beneath the bar. For a prance, bring both high heels on and switch. High heels and switch. High heels and switch. Perfect. Looking good. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knees, come on in. Bring the legs up to the ceiling, reach up the back of the calf and just feel a fabulous stretch. Flex the toes, but keep your tailbone rooted onto the tailbone, onto the carriage. Bring the legs down a little bit, keep your tailbone there. Perfect. Flex your toes. Bring your hands behind your head, elbows will come out wide. Exhale, crunch up. Inhale, lower the shoulder blades. Exhale, crunch up. Feel like you're trying to lift your heart up towards your toes. Ribs are coming up over the abdominals. Perfect. Bring your left arm across, reach to the right. Using your exhale, working into those obliques now. Keep going, same side. Oh, or whatever you want to do, as long as you get both sides in. We're here for 3, 2, last one, hug your knees in. Rock yourself on up. We want 2 reds and a blue for bridging. And you want to grab your blue ball and place it in between your inner thighs. Feet on the bar, arches on, hip distance apart, roll on back for spinal bridging. Perfect. Shimmy away from the shoulder blocks, no headrest. All headrests should be down if you head it up. Bring your hands out long, reach your fingertips away, press your shoulders into the carriage. When you're ready, you're going to take an inhale, just moving the pelvis. Press your low back down into the carriage. Exhale, release that tuck. So just tucking here, use your inhale to tuck your pelvis underneath. Exhale, come back to neutral. Perfect. Just working through some mobility through that low back, sacrum area. A few more like this. All right, ladies, take a big inhale, press that low back away. Exhale, slowly start to peel up into your spinal bridge. Come back in. So you're just going to roll up from here. Keep the carriage here. Perfect. Oh, there you go. That always happens. One person will do something and then the other person will follow. Take an inhale at the top. You're one long line from your knees, your hips to your shoulders. Weight does not come past the shoulders. keep that tuck, slowly start to roll back down. So you come back to your neutral position. Find that little space in the low back. Once again, inhale, press it away. Exhale, start to roll up. Keep the carriage into the stopper. Perfect. Big inhale at the top. Exhale, slowly roll back down. Keep the tuck as you roll back down. Super important. Keep going at your own pace. Really tucking that pelvis underneath. Feel like you're pulling your tailbone between your legs. We want even weight through the arches of the foot. Beautiful. On this next one, let's hold up, start squeezing that ball. Just a squeeze and a squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold that squeeze and slowly roll back down. Perfect. Now we're going to bring our heels on the bar in a Pilates V. A little bit more of a challenge. We're going to hinge now. So we're going to exhale, squeeze the glutes as you lift the booty up. Perfect. Inhale, drop the booty almost all the way down. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Inhale, drop. Perfect, ladies. So really thinking about firing up into the back of the legs. Pull the heels towards the body to get the hamstrings involved. Use your breath. Hinge up, but don't come into an arch. Perfect. We're going for 3. Last 2. Holding up on this next one, pulse the ball. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and roll back down. Go ahead and take the ball out. We're going to do some movement of the carriage now, like you guys were doing in the beginning. Bring your feet back to parallel. You're going to exhale, roll up into your spinal bridge. Inhale, move the carriage back towards the wall. Keep your bridge position. Exhale, use your hamstrings to come back in. Perfect. So you are going to feel some lowering of your glutes, but that's fine as long as you keep them off the carriage. And then you should feel like you come up higher into your bridge when you bring the carriage back in. So as you come back in, lift back up through the hips. Perfect. Almost like your knees are trying to reach across to the other side of the room. We've got 2. And last one. Go ahead and roll back down. Bring the legs up to the ceiling and feel a nice calf stretch. Pull on the back of the thigh or the back of the calf. Keep that tailbone rooted down. Perfect. Great correction. Flex and point the toes. We're going to go into single leg stretch. So bring your legs to tabletop. Hands come behind the head. Tabletop, perfect. Hands come behind the head. You're going to shoot your right leg out long. Reach that toe. Bring it back to tabletop. Shoot your left leg out long. Reach your toe back to tabletop. Keep going at your own pace. This is the easy part because we will add a chest lift in a second. Keep the legs in tabletop when you come back in. Perfect. Did you see me coming? So this is tabletop right here. Like I could rest something so they come back to that position. Chest lift forward and keep the leg movement. So chest lift up, keep your leg movement. There you go. Bring your hands to the back of your head. Keep your chest up the whole time. Oh, there you go. We've got 3 into adding a twist. Last one. Bring your right elbow to your left knee and switch. Perfect. For 3, 2, and rest back down. Nice work, ladies. Holy abs, yes? All right, grab your blue ball. Put it underneath your low back. We'll do something nice for your back for a second. Oops, sorry. And then grab the hand straps behind your head. Once you're steady there with your hands up to the ceiling, bring your legs into tabletop. Find your center before you start moving. Press your shoulders down. Press them down. Feel the difference between when you have them up and when you have them down. Reach your fingertips long, but keep those shoulders down. Exhale, press the palms down to the hips. Reach long with those fingertips. Inhale, float the arms back up. Perfect. Beautiful. Keeping the chest down the entire time. All right, now we've got this movement. Our arms stay straight, wrists are straight. legs. As we press the hands down, the legs shoot out long. Hands come back up, legs come back up. Always an option to stay with just the arm movement. Adding the legs will just add a little bit more core work. We've got 3, 2, legs come back to tabletop, arms come all the way down. We're bending just at the elbow, so just the forearm is moving down. Exhale, press. Inhale, bend. We've got 3, 2, last one, float the arms up. I'm going to change your spring since I know you guys both have. Hands come up to the ceiling, tabletop those legs. Exhale, press down. Turn the palms to face the body. Inhale, open up for your birdie wings. Exhale, squeeze back to the center of the body. Perfect. Tabletop legs, ladies. There you go. Inhale to open, exhale to squeeze. Using your serratus anterior, that's the muscle right underneath your bra strap, or that bra fat that we all hate. We are working it here. We've got 3. Does it feel okay?
I can't go too far.
Okay. Last one, float the arms up. Slowly hang the straps back up and very carefully find the foot bar with your feet. It's a little low, so be careful. There you go. Hang those straps up. Take that ball out. Bring your hands to the pegs behind you. Bring your legs into tabletop. You're going to let your knees fall slightly to the right, but keep your rib cage on the carriage. Exhale, pull with your abs. Legs come back to center. Legs fall to the left. Keep the ribs down. Exhale, pull to the center. Perfect. To the right. Exhale, pull to the center and to the left. Keep going at your own pace. We have tabletop legs here. You can flex your feet if you'd like to get more work in there. Keeping the rib cage down, only the hip will lift slightly. Let's do one more on each side to stay even. Perfect, ladies. Very carefully bring your feet back down to that foot bar. Walk yourself forward. We're going to go into our first plank. So go ahead and step off to the side. You're going to come to a kneeling position on your reformer, and you want one red spring on only. Yep, one red. You're going to kneel on your carriage. Your hands are going to come either in between the shoulder blocks or around to hold onto those pegs, whatever's more comfortable. Feet will come onto that gray platform. Round that low back and pull your tailbone underneath like you're trying to touch your stomach with it. Push weight into the elbows and then find your plank. Perfect. Keep that tuck so that you don't feel this in your low back. Squeeze the glutes. One long line from your neck to your spine. Perfect. Looking down at the carriage. When you're ready, we can hinge from the toes. Press forward with the toes. Press back. Perfect. Keeping all those same principles. Press up into my hand a little bit. There you go. We're here for 10 more seconds. Last 5, ladies. Finishing strong. 3, 2, bend your knees. Come on in. Sit back in a child's pose. Onto the heels. Perfect. We're going to do one more. Because why not? All right, let's find our plank position. Pull that tailbone under, tuck that pelvis. Push weight into the elbows and find your plank. One long line, always neck is extension of the spine. Pull the quads off the kneecaps, squeeze the glutes. When you're ready, you can bend the knees in if you'd like for scooter, or you can pike the hips up to the ceiling. Scooping the belly, lifting the hips. Or you can always hold or go back to the hinges from the toe. Perfect. The head looks down as you pike up. You look at your toes. We've got 10 seconds. Natural breathing. We've got 4. Last 2. Bend your knees. Come on in. Great work. Sit back for a quick child's pose. All right, we're gonna roll back onto our backs to get our 100s in, and then we're gonna go into some arm work. Bring your legs into tabletop. Arms are long by your side. Shimmy just a bit away from the shoulder blocks. Perfect. Legs into tabletop. Arms long by your side. Tuck your chin, lift your chest up. Begin to pump into your 100s. Inhaling for 5. Exhaling for 5. Looking at those inner thighs. Calm, natural breathing here. Pump deliberately like you're pumping through quicksand. That will get your lat muscles down the side of your back to fire up. Perfect. Reaching long with those fingertips. Inhaling for 5. Exhaling for 5. Knees are hugged together. Abs are pulled in towards the spine. We've got 10 seconds here, ladies. One more big inhale and exhale for 3. Last 2. And rest your head and neck. Go ahead and roll off the side of your carriage very carefully. I'm going to put your your long box on. And we're going to go down to a blue since we're going to do some arm work. I want it to be a little lighter. Take the red off. Yeah, I'll do it. You're going to sit on your box with your feet on your headrest. Perfect. Then you're going to reach down, grab that rubber part right above the hardware. We're going to cross the straps first, so make an X with your straps. Sit really tall, grow an inch out of the crown of your head, roll your shoulders back and down, arms are out parallel. You're going to exhale, row, tiny squeeze between the rhomboids. Inhale, release. Exhale, row, inhale, release. So the elbow's always lower than the shoulder. The wrist is straight. The forearm comes into a 90-degree bend. Perfect. Sitting really tall, no arching through the back. Pull the abs in. Hug the knees together. Long neck. We've got 4, 3, 2. Last one. Squeeze back and hold for 3. Press your shoulders down. 2. Last one. Release. Perfect. Uncross those straps. Bring them to the side of your body. Roll your shoulders back. Sit really tall. Now you're going to feel like you're dragging your knuckles across the floor. Open up the chest as you press behind the body. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, press back. This is called chest expansion. Great for correcting posture, stretching out those pecs, building some upper back muscle. Perfect. Stay straight. Arms, wrists are an extension of the forearm. We're here for 4. Pull the abs in. 3. Brace them like as if I was going to punch you. Last 2. Holding back, squeeze for 3. 2, 1, and release. Great work. Go ahead and hang those straps on up. We're going to go into some lower body work now. So I'm going to turn your, go ahead and step off your box. Turn your box short ways. And let's have, I do it on a red, so we'll see. Hopefully that's okay.
Only red?
Just one red, yeah. And let's both stand. Oh, you guys are perfect. All right, so we're going to stand with our left foot toe lined up with the reformer foot. Right foot's going to come up on that box. Hands on the foot bar. Small bend in that standing leg. Oh, well, that would be nice to see on. Hands on the foot bar. Small bend in the standing leg. Wait, let go. There you go. Small bend in that standing leg, and then before you start moving, make sure that your hips are stacked over your shoulders. You're going to exhale, press away, full extension as much as you can through that leg. Inhale, bring that knee forward. Exhale, press away. Inhale, bring the knee forward. If you like more of a challenge, you can bring your hands to your hips. Pull your abs in, look straight ahead. Think about your pelvis. It's still stacked right beneath your shoulders. Small bend in that standing leg. Shoulders are just relaxed down the back of the body. We're here for 3, 2, hold back halfway, little pulses, 2 inches back, 2 inches forward. For 3, squeeze that glute, 2, and last 1. You're both going to put your hands on the foot bar, steady yourself, then turn towards me. That left foot's going to go underneath the reformer. Right foot is wherever you feel comfortable. It can just be edged up or halfway up. Perfect. Stand really tall, pull that tailbone underneath the hips, press away, and return. How does this tension feel?
Good. Challenging.
It's not, is it enough though?
No, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. If you want to challenge yourself, bring both hands to the hips. We still have a small bend in that standing leg. Perfect. Really fully extend through that leg and then bring it back in. Use your breath. If you'd like, put one hand on your abs, feel them pulling up and into the spine. We've got 3, 2, last 1. Very carefully bring that foot down to the floor. Now that standing leg is going to come onto the box. That working leg is going to line up with the foot of the reformer. Tiny bend in your stable leg. Press away and return. We've got all of our same principles. Abs are still active. Shoulders are relaxed. There you go. Working the quad now. And that standing leg. We're here for 4. Last 2. And last 1. Find that foot bar. Carefully walk yourself around to the other side. Very nice. We'll start with that first position. So now your right leg's lined up, your left leg comes onto the box. Toes are slightly tucked under. Pull that pelvis under. Hips are right beneath the shoulders. And then exhale, press away. Inhale, that knee will bend to come back in. Beautiful. Tiny bend in that standing leg. Even weight through that foot. Long neck, shoulders are rolled back and down. We're here for 3 more. Hold halfway, small pulses, 2 inches forward, 2 inches back. Try not to hinge too far forward for last 2, and bring your leg in. Turn, the toes are going to go underneath the reformer now. Very nice. Working that outer leg. Exhale, fully extend, press away. Inhale, bend the knee to come back in. Tiny bend in that standing leg, ladies. No hyperextension through the knee. Perfect. We've got 3 left. There you go. Last one. Perfect. Walk around to the other side. No, we already did the other side. Just turn to face me. There you go. You already knew what you were doing. All right, ladies. Find that small bend in the standing leg before you start moving. Stack the shoulders and the pelvis in line with one another. Exhale, press away. Inhale, bend the knee to come back in. So if you feel any arching in that low back, pull your abs in more. Try to flatten your back. Always good to use your hands for your own feedback to see what's going on in the body. We've got 3 more. Quality, not quantity. And last one, very nice. Go ahead and bring one hand to the box. You can face me. Stretch one of your quads out. Press your hip flexor forward and pull your heel back. Feels so good. And then let's switch. Press that hip flexor forward and then pull the heel back. All right, we're going to sit on our box facing the foot bar. We're going to put our feet in that black safety strap. Both feet are going to go in there. Then you're going to sit back so you have some tension on your feet. Small bend in the knee. Sit really tall, roll your shoulders back, bring your hands out to whatever's comfortable. They can be out. Here's more challenging, here's a little less work. You're gonna round the pelvis, so tuck that pelvis under. Feel like you're trying to tag your pants down that box and then roll back. Keep that rounding in the back as you roll. Exhale to sit back up. Perfect. So you wanna feel like you're scooping your belly in as you roll back. And then exhale, keep that round, then sit very tall when you get to the top. Nice work. Keep going at your own pace. Super important to tuck that pelvis and pull the belly in. Holding halfway back on this next one, open the right arm, follow it with your gaze. Exhale, close. Inhale, open the left arm, follow it with your gaze. Exhale, close. Holding back halfway. Stay there to open and close. So stay halfway, open and close. Oh, there you go. Perfect. Oh. You've got one more on each side. And sit forward. Reach for the foot bar. Release that low back. That was the easy one. We're going to do flat back hinging here. So you're going to bring your hands out. This is a little more work. This is a little less work. You're going to keep your back flat as you hinge back. Look up at the ceiling. Exhale, sit really tall to come forward. So imagine a door opening and closing. That's your back. Inhale, hinge. Exhale, come forward. You're looking at the ceiling when you get back. Then you look forward as you come to the top. Perfect. Feel that nice little Pilates shake. That's the reshaping of the abdominals.
It's a big shake.
We've got 3, 2. Last one, hold about 2/4 of the way down, so halfway, and then start climbing your rope. So you're lengthening through your rib cage, your hips are staying still. We've got 3. Breathe through it, 2. And come forward, reach for that foot bar. Feel a nice little stretch. Let's keep our left foot in the strap. Our right foot is going to cross up here, and we're all going to face the front of the room. Perfect. Sit here forward with that front leg. I want you to look at your toe, knee, and hip are all pointing towards the parking lot. Reach on over and feel a stretch through that side body. Tension will come onto that. We're just stretching right now. Tension will come onto this strap, so you want tension here. If you don't feel tension, scoot your hip further back. There you go. All right, ladies, a couple choices with hands. You can open up the palms. This is a little more difficult. You can bring one hand to the ear, the other to the abs. Your choice. We're going to start lifting up and reaching down. Lifting up, reaching down. Perfect. So imagine there's 2 panes of glass. You don't want to come too far forward, pressing my hands. There you go. Neck is an extension of the spine. You're looking forward. Perfect. We've got 3, 2. Last one, holding up, reach as high as you can for 3, 2, 1, and stretch on over. Nice work. You guys want to do one more variation, or are you not cool on the side body? This one's so fun. All right, stay facing the well. Bring your hands out wide like you're an airplane. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. We've got 3, 2. Last one, lift. And reach for the side of the wood. Stretch your back.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
It's so fun. All right, ladies, let's flip on over and do the other side. Right foot comes into that strap. Left foot folds in front. Toes, knee, hip, all square to the back of the room, and then just reach over and stretch. Opening up the side body before we work it. All right, pick your hand position from the one you just did, and then begin to lift and reach down. Lift and reach. You should feel lengthening in the waist. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay, good. You're looking straight ahead. No movement in the lower body. Just the rib cage and upper body are moving. We've got 3, 2, holding up on this last one for 3, 2, 1, stretch on over. All right, let's turn to face that well. Bring our arms out into airplane. Exhale, lift the torso. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift and lower. Perfect. Looking at that balanced body spine in the back of the well, we have 3, 2, last one, and reach for the sides of the wood. Stretch it out. Perfect. We are both on one red. You're going to very carefully take your foot out of the strap. You're going to kneel on your carriage facing your box. Toes are going to come onto the gray platform. One red is okay. You're going to come onto your forearms. You're going to press weight into the elbows, tuck the tailbone, and then move the carriage out. Nice. Always an option to stay just like this. If you'd like to add movement, you can scooter, bend your knees in, and lengthen your leg out. Your hips will move just slightly up if you decide to do this movement. Natural breathing here. We're here for 15 more seconds. Beautiful, Melody. That looks really good. Last 5, 2, bend your knees, sit back. Oh. Planks are so hard, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's step up our reformer and come to our springboards. We're going to sit facing the board. Feet are going to come up onto the baseboard. Small bend in the knees, and then grab the yellow springs. Put your hands into the hamstrings. All right, so same principles as the ab work we just did on the box. Round the low back, pull the abs in, keep the arms straight as you start to roll back. Perfect. Keep those abs pulled in and then release at the bottom. Big inhale, exhale, scoop the belly, and then start to lift. Keep your arms straight. They should not be helping you. I like to have my palms facing each other, but it's whatever's comfortable for you. Perfect. Think about each vertebrae hitting the mat, so make it a really slow movement. As you come up, tuck the chin before you start to roll all the way up, and think about each vertebrae lifting up. These are called assisted roll-ups. Let's hold up halfway on this next one, and you can start rowing your narrow elbows behind the body. So row back and forward. Exhale to row. Inhale, arms come out straight. We're here for 3, 2. Last one, roll all the way down. Let your arms just stretch forward for a second. All right, scoop that belly, tuck the chin. Exhale, start to roll up. Hold halfway. Start pumping your hands towards your thigh. You're looking up at that number 7. You have a scooped belly. We're here for 4, 3, 2. Roll all the way down. Killing me. What are you trying to do to me? All right, last thing. We're going to roll halfway up and do single arm rows. Just roll up halfway, scoop that belly, tuck the chin. Row the right arm, look back at your elbow. Come back to center. Row the left arm, look back at your elbow. So your elbow is actually narrow, reaching for the floor. One more on each side, and then you can sit up tall. Great work. Go ahead and turn yourself the opposite direction so your head is by the wall now. And make sure you're centered with those numbers. And then you're going to place your feet in those big foot straps. So you're going to have to scoot away. Careful, yeah. There you go. We're going to work the back of the leg now. I'm going to give you, Melody, your balls right there. You're going to put this in between the arches. There you go. Parallel feet right up to the ceiling. Root that tailbone down. Have a little small space, your natural curve in your low back. Exhale, press down. Inhale, forward. If this is too heavy, let me know. Perfect. So you can have your arms out long by your side, pressing weight, or you can have them on your hip bones. Bless you. You just make sure my video is still going. You only have 8 more minutes. Bless you. Perfect. So you're going to feel some inner thigh work here as your legs stabilize with that ball. Now reach up, grab the ball, and now you want your Pilates V, so you're holding the ball with your heels. So you have to kind of shimmy it down a little bit. Perfect. Lift and lower in this position. Same principles, natural curve in the low back. Steady pelvis, ribs are knitted, abs are working to help stabilize the core. You'll feel a little shake in that ball, your dominant leg. Keep the same foot position, just bend your knees into tabletop. You're gonna press away like you're trying to push a coffee table away. Bend your knees, they stop at the hips. Press away, exhale, inhale, bend the knees, stop at the hips. How does this feel? Do you feel your inner thighs?
It's working. Yeah.
Okay.
The coordination I wish.
Okay. We've got 3. Last 2. And you can ditch that ball. Just place it to the side of you. Or you can throw it at me. Bring your legs to the ceiling. Lower them about 45 degrees, so about halfway down. Open with the toes, close with the heels. Perfect. If you want to add fancy footwork, you can open with the toes and close with the toes. It kind of adds some rotation in that hip. Perfect. It's almost like a figure 8. Oops, sorry. Hold the legs up high to the ceiling. Exhale, press through the center. Inhale, open up for a leg circle. So limit this to whatever your range of motion is. We all have different femoral heads that sit in our joints, so they allow different mobility through the hips. And let's switch directions. You're going to circle out and around, come up the center. Last one, make it count as a stretch. Bring the feet up to the ceiling, grab the black part of the foot strap, and then just stretch your hamstring. So pull your toes towards your nose. There you go. Be careful of the springs so you can pinch your fingers. All right, and take those feet straps off. You're going to come into a 4-point kneeling position. You're going to look down at the floor. You're going to inhale, round the back, pull your belly up towards your spine, round all the way through the neck. Look at your inner thighs. Exhale, roll all the way out. You have a slight arch in the back. Inhale, roll through the back, pull the abs in. Exhale, slight arch all the way through the neck to the tailbone. Do one more at your own pace.
Beautiful. Go ahead and stand up. Come back to your reformer. We want one red spring on so we're all in a good spot. Sit on your reformer facing the front of the room. Perfect. Bring your right shin up against the shoulder blocks. So it's gonna have, you're gonna have a bent knee. Other way. Oh, there you go. And bring this leg across, just like when you did. Perfect. One hand comes to the middle of the foot bar. Sit really tall. Press away and reach overhead. This is a mermaid stretch. Come back into the stopper. Bring two hands onto the foot bar. Really tall. Roll the shoulders back and down. Press away. Look down into the well. Can you separate the hands a little bit? Yeah. There you go. All right. When you come up, you're going to come up into a swan position. So you're going to come up really tall. Open up that collarbone. And exhale. Come back down. Look down into the well. Perfect. Keep your arms straight as you come back in. Looking proud, opening up the chest. And one more time, look down. Very good. Sit on up. Let's face the back of the room now. Oh, that's a good way to do it. I always turn the other way. It's so complicated. Put your hand in the center of the foot bar. And stretch away. Hand comes overhead. Perfect. Let's bring both hands onto that foot bar now. Press the shoulders back and down. Move the carriage away and look down into the well. Great side body spinal twist. As you come up for your swan, looking proud, long neck, shoulders are down and stabilized, and then exhale, press away, look down into the well. One more time on your own count. And back down into the well. Beautiful. Go ahead and step off your reformer to the left, so straight in front of you. You're going to bring your left foot, line it up with the foot of the reformer. Right foot's going to come onto the shoulder block. Hands are on the foot bar. Stand really tall out of that hip joint and then press back. Come forward, lift the toes that are on the ground and straighten that leg for a hamstring stretch. Like this? There you go. If you want more stretch, you can lift your toes up. Come on in. Turn your left foot underneath the reformer. Right foot comes onto the shoulder block. Toes will be up for your inner thigh stretch. So turn facing me. There you go. Press out. Hold on to something stable. You can flat back hinge forward if you want more of an inner thigh stretch. Is that tight right there? Uh-huh. Really? Girlfriend, I gotta stretch you?
I know. It's really bad.
And then walk around to the other side of your reformer. We'll do our hip flexor stretch first. Perfect. Line that foot up. Left foot comes onto the shoulder block. Stand really tall before you sink down into your hip flexor. So both hips are squared. There you go. I already forgot what we're doing. Come forward a bit. Bring the straight leg now for the one that's on the floor, and bring your toes up for a hamstring stretch. Then you can press a little lower on this one if you like more of a stretch through your hamstrings. Come on in. Turn those toes that are on the floor underneath the reformer. You're going to face the back of the room. And then hold on to something stable as you press away for your inner thigh stretch. You can hold on to the wood frame if you'd like. All right, ladies, come on up. Find a little space on your mat. Feet are hip distance apart, parallel feet. Reach forward and stretch the front of the body. Reach long as you let your arms open up behind you. Feel that great chest stretch. Slowly walk your hands down to the floor. Hang heavy here. Bend your right knee, then your left, and your right, and your left. Slight bend in both knees. Shake your head yes. Loosening up the neck and no. Slowly start to restack your spine. Shoulders, neck, and head are last to arrive. Roll your shoulders back, anchor them there, and you're all done.